Hey career professionals, Amanda Bryan here, your professional career coach and resume writer. And so today is video number 1 of 7 in a 7-part video series that's going to tell you how to proceed with your job search right now during an ever-changing job market. And so you may have noticed thousands and millions of Americans have been laid off from their job, and they're still getting laid off today. So I want to continue to provide content to you to help you navigate through this process. And so do let me know in the comments below what you would like me to discuss. And so make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the number one topics that one of the number one questions that I always get asked is how to complete video interviews, and that's today. And so that's mainly one of the number one questions I get asked because a lot more job seekers right now are interviewing from home on their phone or via Skype. And so in this video, I will be sharing with you 3 tips that you can use in order to make sure that you ace your interview. But I want you to stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'm going to share with you one top thing that you can do to make sure that you do ace that interview for sure. And so number 1 is you want to make sure that you are making eye contact with the recruiter or hiring manager. And the best way to do that is when we are recording ourselves, or when we are on the phone FaceTiming or something like that, we tend to look at ourselves and not realize that we're not making contact with the other person on the other end. And so the best way that you can make contact is to look directly at the camera so that you can talk directly to the recruiter or the hiring manager. And so another thing that I want to point out as well is when you are interviewing right now, I don't want you shouldn't feel uncomfortable, because a lot of recruiters and hiring managers know that you are interviewing from home. They know the kids are home. They know you have pets. The cats and the dogs are going to be running around. They might even bark from time to time. They want to know more about you. They want to know about your accomplishments. As long as you can answer the interview questions correctly and to the best of your ability, you will ace that interview. And so if you're not sure how to answer that number 1 interview question, tell me about yourself, make sure you do check out my YouTube video on how to answer that question, because it also includes a sample answer that you can use in your interview and also during your elevator speech as well. And so for number 2, what you want to focus on is you want to make sure that you are comfortable. And so if you are like me, I have a exercise ball as a chair to sneak my exercise in during the day, especially during a busy day. And so what you want to do is make sure that you're not bouncing around in that chair, or if you have rolling wheels on your chair, make sure that you're not rolling around. Once you do start getting comfortable, you may want to move the chair around or bounce in the chair or move around a little bit. But make sure that you are being still and that you're focused on the person that you're talking to. And so for number 3, you want to make sure that you turn on the lights and make sure that you have a clear background. And so this is going to be one of the easiest things for you to do if you don't have an at-home office. And so if you don't have an at-home office, you can do something like myself. I have an office, but you can also use a clear white background, and that way there are no distractions there. You can do it standing up, you can do it sitting down. You can just find a place in your home or your apartment where there's a clear wall, there are no pictures or anything like that. Or you can also set up like a sit in front of a bookshelf or a fish tank or something like that, as long as there's some distance between you and the object. You will be fine. You can also set your phone up on a tripod, or if you're looking from your desktop, you can just sit it on your dining room table or on your living room table, whichever looks best for you. But make sure you do turn on the lights. A lot of job seekers do forget to do that. And so to a quick recap, make sure that you do make eye contact Don't look at yourself, but make sure that you do look at the camera. And then for number 2, and you want to make sure that you do look comfortable by sitting still in your chair. If you do have an exercise ball for a chair, or if you do have wheels on your chair, make sure that you do sit still. And then for number 3, make sure that you use a clear background, and then also that you do turn on the lights, or you can use some natural light from a window that's close by. And so you do have an advantage right now when it comes to interviewing, because recruiters and hiring managers are a lot more flexible than they would have been if the pandemic was not going on right now. And so what that means is that you don't feel bad if the kid walks in the room, or the cat comes in the room and makes some noise, or the dog barks at someone who's walking by, or something like that, because they are expecting those types of things to happen, and they're expecting you to not be familiar with how to interview. But if you put these things in play, you put yourself above 80% of the other job seekers out there who haven't taken the time to put the effort into learning how to complete a video interview. But you are way ahead of the game, because you are watching this video right now. So make sure you do hit that subscribe button, because tomorrow I am going to come back with video number 2 of 7 on how to navigate through your job search during this the job market changes. And let me know in the comments below what you would like me to answer for you, and I will help you. And also let me know if you found this video helpful. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Yes, interviewing can be scary, but as long as you do this one thing, you will ace your video interview. So you may be wondering, what is that one thing that I can do? And so what you can say in your interview is that you read the job description. You can say that at the beginning of something, at the beginning of a statement, or to help you answer a question. And so, for example, when you're asked, tell me about yourself, or you're asked one of the top interview questions, you can say, when I read the job description, I noticed that, such and such, and something related back to you, and then relate it back to the position. So the best way to do this is to compare your accomplishments to the qualifications for the role, match those two together, and then you can develop your answer. So remember to say the words I read in the job description, and then finish your sentence by tailoring it to something tailor it to something that's related to you and also to the job. And I will see you in the next video.